MVP. Goal swung, right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb in the first. One swing. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field. Way back there. Shot again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you right after a double play ball in the top of the ninth inning. Game tied, evened up once again, 2-2. Here we go. Could be another extra inning affair here in Arlington. Sure hope the Rangers can come out a little bit better. Line drive right at Adolis, and the Rangers are going to go to the bottom of the ninth here with a chance to walk it off. Just what we want to see. Robert Garcia with a very quality outing right there. And Texas, a chance to avenge the loss from last night. We are going to have, looks like, Heim, Carter, Josh Young up next. Should be an interesting one. Should be interesting. Josh Young with a nice little single today. There you go. Good to see it. Very good to see it. Jonah Heim, Ofer, Evan Carter has a base knock as well. So we'll see what we got going on. We cleaned things up a little bit. X and YouTube, we tried to clean things up a little bit. Blade, what's good, my guy? Thanks for tuning in. We tightened up the MLB game day appearance a little bit. I'm hopeful that we'll be a little less choppy today. I tried to hone it in, so y'all let me know what you're noticing, if anything. Everybody on TikTok, what's good? Good to see you guys hanging out. JM, I'm kind of with you. I don't really understand some of the lineup choices here. I really don't. I don't get some of the lineup choices, but you know what? That's why they pay these guys the big bucks, I guess. But yeah, I don't love all of the lineup choices. I really don't. So I think at this point, you just hope that the bottom of the order here is able to come through, man. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. Can we just get the bottom of the order coming through? Please. Please, please, please. At this point, we have, by the way, a couple of things of note. You've got top three in the Rangers order, all connecting in some way, shape, or form. Corey Seager's been on twice today. Dolly, Heim, Osuna, Higgy, all hitless so far. Love to see those guys pick it up. Kumar Rocker, I think you got to start with him, though, above anybody offensively. Definitely nice to see Corey Seager driving a ball. Shades of game one. I was watching that montage that I've got on the countdown. Shades of game one. I would love to see Corey Seager connect with one more, get a little greedy. Young walk-off would be nice. A young walk-off would be nice after everything that he went through last night, the 0-for-6 game. Sure would be nice. I'm totally with you on that. By the way, got the game on the iPad, so if you see me looking straight down, I know you're going to get a good view of the cap tonight, but got it on the iPad to take a little bit of pressure off of the iMac, so we'll see how it goes. Jonah Heim steps up. 1-1 count right now. Another Seager bomb. Is he back? I'm not sure Seager has ever really left. I'm not trying to clap back there by any means, but Seager has been hitting the ball hard. He's been hitting the ball hard, man. He's been getting a little bit unlucky, but I just feel like he's been doing well. He's still got some of the best percentiles in terms of exit velocity, barreling baseballs. I just think, he's been making good contact. it just has not been finding green grass, or in this case, or in the case we want to see, seats beyond the outfield fences. Jonah Heim, 2-2 count. Bottom 9, Rangers tied 2-2. Jonah, just an ugly swing here. And look, JM, totally validating what you said. I'm a little bit curious on the Jonah Heim batting 5th move. Just not really a good place to be when you got Jonah hitting in the 5 spot, I must say. Not really a good place to be. Yes, sir. Got the Rangers red cap on. Got the red shirt. Brian, yeah, bullpen grass, absolutely. We'll take bullpen grass, 100%. 100%. Jonah's retired. Evan Carter up. Can we get an Evan Carter bomb? Evan Carter walk-off bomb? He can do it. One of those patented lasers, like literally line drive still going up. Feels like that's the kind of home runs that Evan Carter hits. Like just lasers. By the way, game day is going to be a little bit ahead. Everybody on X and YouTube, you know the drill. I'm sorry. I've got the same thing going on. I'm actually kind of trying to focus on the iPad a little bit. But for anybody not watching the game, I know a lot of y'all watch the game and you've got me up on the phone. I like to have it up there for them so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. Evan Carter is going to wave at another pitch here. Strike 2, 2-2 count. Brash in the ball game. Brash, we were talking about him, just the nasty knuckle curve. Some of my Mariners fans hanging out. I really like Brash. I don't know how you guys feel about him. I've been really impressed with him. I mean, I hope one of the Rangers takes him deep. Don't get it twisted. But I've been impressed with Brash. I really enjoy watching him pitch. Evan Carter off the bat here. Tough play. J.P. Crawford smooth as ever coming up and getting that one. JP had a fielding error that was directly connected to the 2-run homer that Corey Seager sent out of the ballpark. JP, little throw-in error on a Josh Smith ground ball. Corey Seager came up next, promptly sent it into the seats. Josh Young has the chance to do the coolest thing, though, right here. The coolest thing. 0-1 as he is going to swing through first pitch. Ball 2, down low. Brash works quick, man. He just gets on the mound and slings it. Dude just works quick. That's another thing I love. He's going to get the rosin right now, but 2 pitches really, really quick. He sets, delivers the 1-1. Going to be way outside here. The knuckle curve, a little bit too far out. Not tempting enough for Josh to swing at. Rocker had a pretty good outing, Brian. He really did have a pretty good outing. He had to labor a little bit too much here and there. That was probably the only negative. Just had to labor a little bit too much. Another knuckle curve. Doesn't catch the outer half. So Young is in a favorable count here. In a very favorable count here. We will see what he is able to do. Mound visit, though, first. So Raleigh and Brash going to get on the same page. Let's keep going, though. More. I'll try and get to all y'all's comments as we go. Bat's still struggling. Action Jack's 100%. Sam, Boo. Brian Wu this season versus the Rangers is phenomenal. Big game, James. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, my guy. Yeah, Wu has been incredible. I mean, when Seager hit the home run off of him, in the back of my mind, I kind of thought, maybe this is going to be the day we get to him. Nope. Nope. Promptly decided to go shutout mode the rest of the way, and here we are. Wu has been very, very good. 3-1 pitch incoming here from Brash to Young, and he's going to walk him, so the Rangers are going to be in business here with Osuna up. The rookie with an opportunity to do something special. Do you pinch run? Do you pinch run Young here? I think you got to give it a thought. I mean, look, you got Duran sitting on the bench. You've got a Haggerty sitting on the bench. Do you pinch run here with Josh Young? Try and get Haggerty in? I think you got to do it. I don't think they did, though, but I feel like you got to pinch run. Man, this feels weird to me. You guys tell me if I'm off base here. Why wouldn't you pinch run? You've got Duran who can play third base. I just don't understand. Why not pinch run? Duran, Haggerty, steal him. I know Cal Raleigh's good, but I feel like Cal Raleigh's great, but you've got to challenge him here. You've got to try and get this winning run to second base. I have no clue why you're not running for Josh Young here. Questionable move. I'd love to ask this to Boch after the game. You can easily pinch run Young here with Duran, and you've still got Haggerty on the bench. I'd probably pinch run with Duran, so that way it's a simple swap at third base. I just don't understand this move. I really don't. Really don't get it. I mean, maybe if there's a single here, Bochy needs to get asked the question. If Osuna puts one into the outfield here, you've got to ask Boch the question, dude, why aren't we even trying to get that runner down to second? I know Cal Raleigh's phenomenal. I'm not trying to disrespect Cal Raleigh's defense, but you got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try and get this runner down to second base, and you're not going to do it with Josh Young. That's for sure. Here's the pitch. 2-2 count. Osuna, chopper. Great play by Crawford. Crawford made 2 outstanding plays, and we are now at extra innings once again. Here we go. Extra innings. One more time. Top of the 10th. I hate this stupid ghost runner rule, man. Just hate it. Stupid ghost runner rule. Just not my favorite, and never going to be. Never going to be my favorite. I'll add that in. I just wish they would go back to the traditional way. You've already got the pitch count. You've already got the tracker, the pitch timer. Just don't feel like this is really necessary, but here we go. All right. Rangers trying to avenge the extra innings loss from last night. We'll see how well it goes. Rangers, up until last night, were undefeated in extra innings. Here's why I don't love the ghost runner rule, by the way. I know some of y'all who are longtime listeners have heard this. It just, to me, it gives an unfair advantage to the visiting team. I know that each team has an opportunity. Just hear me out. I'm not trying to be salty. Hear me out on this. Momentum is just huge in baseball. It's huge. And even though the Rangers get the chance in the bottom half, when the visiting team scores first, it is deflating naturally. It's deflating. I'd say the same exact thing. I would be saying, feel great. Rangers, top half, have a chance to go up first. It just is deflating. It puts pressure on the home team immediately. And I just think it's an unfair advantage. You should get the advantage if you're the home team. I mean, I almost feel like home team should have, obviously the advantage getting to bat last. I just don't like you got the ghost runner at second. Visiting team is going to have that chance to score first automatically. I just don't love it. I wish they would. I wish they would just bunt. Keep it simple. JM, I'm with you. It has not been great hitting the ball hard. You've chopped in the bottom of the ninth. You chopped a couple into the ground. Hopefully we can get some shutdown innings here from the bullpen. You've got Armstrong on the mound right now. Cal Raleigh out at second base. Here's the other thing about Ghost Runner that I don't like. I already covered. I just feel like it's a momentum shifter immediately. The visiting team, you've got a really high chance to score. Momentum's a real thing in baseball. I also just don't love it. Inflates stats for the relief pitchers. You automatically, I know you don't get charged with an earned run, but it automatically is putting pressure on your relief pitchers. It's high stress pitching. I know that the idea is to shorten ball games, but for me, I'm just not a fan, and I'm just not going to be. Yeah, it does, Brian. It's a fair point. I know there's going to be some people that come back at me with that. Quickly, 1 out. Wow, 3 straight pitches, and Armstrong gets more. That is just not a quality at bat from Moore. And look, the Rangers have had their fair share, but man, that's just not a quality AB there at all from Moore. Isn't Moore young? Is he a rookie? Is he a rookie? Should be put at first instead. Andrew, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, that was horrible from Moore. Big Game James, I'm with you. Look, and anybody stopping by brand new, especially Seattle fans, I'm going to try and be balanced. Obviously, you're going to see me rooting for my team that I've loved for almost 30 years, but I'm going to try and be balanced as much as I can. You're going to probably see the homer in me come out at some point, but I'll try and give a balanced analysis here as best as I can. Yeah, not a great first AB. You'd almost rather, and I don't know where Moore is hitting in the lineup. Where is he hitting? At the bottom? I know he's pinch hitting for Master Boney there. Bottom of the order, you're going to see me always say this. Bottom of the order up, you almost always, I feel like, want to play small ball. At least I do. If I've got the bottom of my order coming up, in this case, Seattle does with Moore, why not play small ball there? Why not play small ball? I don't really get that a ton. If you've got your big boppers up, you got Raleigh up, you've got a Rosarina, I get it. By the way, Young he was almost on top of that one, man. Just a little below that. And that had line drive written all over it, fouls it straight back. So Young is on it. He's down to his last strike, though. That's the positive here. But definitely a healthy swing there from Young. Here's the pitch. That's filthy from Armstrong, man. That is a filthy pitch. I think that did just nick the zone. Yes, it did. That is a filthy backdoor sweeper from Armstrong. Filthy backdoor from Armstrong there. Nothing Young can do about that one. The best thing you're going to do with that is probably foul it off the end of your bat. You're not going to be able to get solid contact on that thing at all. And it's up to Crawford here for the Mariners. Here's pitch number 1. It's a strike. Another backdoor sweeper from Sean Armstrong. Armstrong, knock on wood, has been really pretty solid for Texas. He's got one of the best batting averages against in the league. He is in an 0-1 count right now. Ball 2. Ball 2, another sweeper. Armstrong going real sweeper heavy here. Looked like that might have just barely nicked the zone. I think that did just barely catch the zone, but J.P. Crawford's going to get the call here. Crawford in a 1-1 count. He's 0 for 4 on the night. Hopefully the averages of him being due aren't going to work out here. He fouls this one off. 2 strikes. Armstrong 1 strike away from getting out of this, man. 1 strike away. Look, here's another person that says ghost runner at first base. I don't know how I feel about that. I just wish they would go away from it completely. Another ball here, high above the zone. So 2-2 count. We got twos. Let's see if Armstrong can get us to the bottom half with a chance to walk off. If Armstrong can get out of this, we've got to go small ball in the bottom half. Like, I know this is emotional, but like, somebody's not doing their job if we don't get small ball going in the bottom half here. Crawford's going to pop this one out. He's frustrated. Felt like he got a decent pitch to hit. It definitely was going to be painted strike 3 if he didn't swing. So Armstrong did a great job in that inning of just going corners and really making it tough on the Seattle hitters. He did not make a lot of mistake pitches there. Sean Armstrong, what a great outing. Rangers have no excuse. Like, you've got to win this ball game. You've got no excuse if you are not able to get this done in the bottom half. No excuse. You've got Seager coming up. You've got you've got Higgy, Smith, and then you've got Seager. There's zero excuse to not win this ball game. Cal Raleigh twin. Let's go. I keep saying it. It is an honor to be compared to the great Cal Raleigh. I'll take that all day long. Dude's making millions of dollars trying to win an MVP. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. All right, we've got bottom of the 10th. Again, Higgy coming up. There's no reason that Higgy shouldn't be bunting. Zero reason. Or you bring in Duran and you pinch hit and bunt with Duran. Like, play some small ball here. Play some small ball. You've got to walk it off here. Man, any injury update on Malley? They've been really, really secretive, I feel like, with the Malley thing. Like, they haven't been saying much. I think there was an update, like they're going to reevaluate him, but there's really been not a lot coming out on Mahle at this point. Not a lot given on Tyler Mahle. All right, y'all. Rangers win to help the Astros, please. David, we're going to try. We're going to try. JM, I'm with you. Need a bunt here for sure. There's almost no excuse. Haggerty is up, so you got to imagine Haggerty is bunting here. Munoz is on. Tough pitcher. You've got to imagine that Haggerty is bunting here. I mean, if you want to get ballsy, you could probably go bunt, and win the ball game. If you really want to get ballsy, I don't think that they're going to do that, but you could almost go bunt Haggerty, bunt Smith, win the ball game. I mean, seriously. They got the third baseman pulled in here. I don't understand why Haggerty took that. I mean, it is an off-speed pitch, but it's literally right down the middle. I don't understand why Hags is taking that. But nevertheless, he's still got 2 more opportunities to get it done. Come on, baby. Right down the middle. Must just not have liked the spin. I don't know. Foul 2. And that's the one Haggerty's got to pull back. This is not a good AB from Swags right now. Swaggerty needed to bunt. He needed to bunt that first one. I know it's an off-speed pitch. Everybody knows what you're doing, buddy. You gotta know better. All right, here we go. Pitch number 3. He is going to pull the bunt back, and Cal Raleigh, he continues to impress me with his defense. Like, everybody knows, obviously, about the offense. I don't get to watch a lot of Mariners games, but I've been thoroughly impressed. That is a phenomenal stop by Cal Raleigh. Potential game saver. Potential game saver. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 Mr. Swaggerty. That's huge for Seattle. That's terrible from Sam Haggerty. It's just terrible. You're coming in for one reason. At least we've got Josh Smith and Corey Seager coming up next, but that's terrible from Haggerty. And I love Haggerty. Y'all know I love Haggerty. That is horrible. You have got to have a better AB there coming off the bench. Here's the pitch. Oh, my goodness. Josh Smith just got nailed, and it's probably for Seattle's benefit that he did. If that pitch doesn't hit Josh Smith, you're getting the runner over to third base easily. And it's maybe going to be a situation where you might be able to score that depending on the bounce. That is really fortunate that one hits Josh Smith, because that pitch, maybe Raleigh's able to stop it. His glove was over there. Let me see here. His glove might have been able to stop that one. Don't know for sure, but that would have been an interesting one had it not hit Josh Smith. If Cal Raleigh would have been able to glove that. He might have been able to. Cal Raleigh is that good behind the dish. Like I was saying before the Haggerty terrible AB, I've been really impressed with Cal Raleigh's defense. Like I knew the bat was real. I did not know his game in that regard defensively, man. I've watched him play some beautiful defense behind the dish for the Mariners. Munoz a little wild here. A little wild. Corey Seager, clearly he's responsible for the runs that Texas has put on the board thus far. Corey Seager had bases loaded, 2 outs last night, didn't get it done. I know Master Boney makes an incredible play, but we've got to get on Corey Seager. I mean, you've got to come up clutch here, buddy. I love Corey Seager. Y'all know he's my favorite player on the Rangers. Let's be honest here. Corey Seager's got to start coming through in big moments. We need him right here. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, Seager swinging, free swinging at what I think was probably not the best pitch. It was a sweeper on the outer half. Seager, though, ever aggressive. And he is down 0-1 quickly. Pitch number 2 coming from Munoz here shortly. Seager's going to... he got squeezed. Munoz got squeezed there. That is a beautiful pitch from Munoz. Dude just got squeezed. Corey Seager fortunate there. That should have been strike 2. That changes the at-bat. That could be big. Here's pitch number 3. Munoz fires. What is Seager looking at? That is 99 right down the middle. Bro, come on. You swing at pitch number 1, the sweeper, the slider on the outer half, and you take 99 right down the middle. What are we doing? Come on, baby. Come on. Here's a pitch. I don't know how Corey Seager fouled that off. Bro is just that good. I mean, seriously, that was almost in the dirt, and Seags is able to connect. Terrible pitch to swing at. He's able to foul it off at least. All right, here we go. Pitch 4. Come on, Seags. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. What's happening here? Okay, Cal Raleigh finds it. Camera was a little slow. Now you really have no excuse if you're Corey Seager. Second and third, there's no excuse. Corey Seager, you have got to end this game. So many ways to get this done. You have got to put me in play. Come on, baby. You have got to put me in play right here. There is no excuse. Zero excuse. You've got your best hitter up right now. You have got to put this in play. Munoz is going to step off and gather himself here. Big pitch coming up. Very dangerous hitter in Corey Seager. And we're going to get another ball here to drive it to a full count. I'm curious if they're just going to go ahead and pitch around Corey here. I'd be pretty surprised. I mean, not that Marcus Semien is a slouch, but I'd be really surprised with the base open if they pitch to Corey and give him anything good to hit. Big game, Janes, it was. I don't understand why Corey was taking 99 right down the middle, but maybe just a little surprised, maybe a little thrown off. Way outside, and we're going to go ball 4. Yeah, they clearly did not want to pitch to Corey after that wild pitch. Sorry, TikTok. Sorry, y'all. I had to turn on my focus. I don't want the ending of the game to get ruined. I follow a bunch of Rangers beat writers and Seattle beat writers, and I just don't want them to tweet and ruin the ending of this game for me. So had to turn on my focus here. Yeah, Munoz is a little wild right now. He's a little wild right now. All right, Marcus Semien is going to take strike 1. 100 right on the middle outer half of the plate. Semien not taken, by the way. My bad. Swinging through it. That was the pitch to drive, man, wasn't it? That was the pitch to drive. Middle out. He's going to take ball 2 here. And Munoz can pump it. Bro can pump it, man. Impressed by Munoz as well. 99 on the outer half. 1-1 count coming up. A lot of ways to get this done. Just got to stay out of the double play here. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Just put me in the air, Simi. Put me in the air. We need a veteran AB here from the second highest paid player on our team. Like, at least offensively, right? You've got to get this done. Got to get this done. 2-1 count. Semien hopefully looking for a pitch to hit here. And it is 3-1. All right, frame this moment, y'all. 3-1. You're going to get a good pitch. You're going to get a good pitch. You have got to get it done. There's no excuse for Texas not to win this ball game. You've got a 3-1 pitch coming your way. He can't put him. He's got nowhere to put him. He's got to throw a strike here. You have got to win this game, Texas. Come on, baby. Munoz steps off. 3-1 pitch incoming. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? What are we doing? Taking pitches right down the middle. What are we doing? Marcus, come on, baby. What are we doing? Taking pitches right there, middle in. 3-2. He's still going to get a good pitch to hit. He fouls this one off. He's behind, man. I know it's 100. I get it. It's 100. They're behind right now on this fastball. Just got to put me in play, baby. You wonder if he's going to try to pull the string at all. I don't know if he'll risk it. I don't know. I'm guessing he's going to keep pumping 100. He might try to pull the string on Simi. But with the game on the line, I think he's probably going to keep getting 100. I mean, They might trust that slider pitch that he's got, but I feel like he's going to keep pumping 100. Let's see it. Marcus! Let's go, baby! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, hello, win column. Yes, sir! Good game. Rubber match tomorrow. Big game, James. Good game. Oh, let's go. Finally. Finally. Marcus Semien gets the job done in Arlington. Rangers win by a final score of 3-2. You had to get it done right there. You had to get it done. And Marcus Semien flares. Would have been ball 4. But he flares it into right field, right past the glove of the Mariners' second baseman. And Texas is going to walk away with a dub. Final. After 10 innings, they avenge the extra inning loss from last night. And it goes to the rubber match on Sunday. Semien to GOAT. Yes, sir. Look, Rick makes a good point. And this is what I've always said about Texas. I mean, there's obviously a lot of people out there, you know, that like to clown around a little bit on Texas and how they're doing this year. And I get it, right? It's easy low-hanging fruit, but Texas is basically in every ball game, right? Texas is in every ball game. They play a lot of teams really, really close. Some of the best teams in baseball. I got to say, I'm encouraged by how close they're playing Seattle right now. Take it with a grain of salt. They're at home. They play much better at home than they play on the road. But even the Seattle games, I mean, they weren't blowouts. You had one game, I think, that Seattle really crushed us. I think it was like 12 or 13-1 or something. That game was bad. I feel like we play a lot of games close with good teams. It's the pitching, right? The pitching's so good, keeps us right in the ball game. It's just the offense, man. Brian, he did. Like, honestly, Semien did everything he could. Absolutely everything he could with that pitch. That would have been ball 4. Would have straight up been ball 4. But you know what? Takes it and serves it into right field. Look, I love that he pushes it, man. Semien is a pull hitter. Sometimes one of my criticisms of him is he cannot push the ball consistently and just take what the pitcher is giving him. He did it on that pitch, man. He just served that into right field. Little flare. That's all you need to do with the infield drawn in. You love it. Rangers get a dub. Hello. Oh, man. Sean Armstrong gets the win. Munoz takes his first loss of the season. Look at that ERA from Munoz, 1.16. Look, this is why I don't love the ghost runner rule, though. I mean, if I can just try and be a little objective here. I mean, it's just tough when you have your offense does nothing for you in the top half. Then in the bottom half, you've got your best closer, one of the best closers in the league on the mound. But he starts with the runner at second. It's just hard. It's just tough. I just don't love the rule. It benefits Texas today, so I'm here for it. But it's another reason I just don't love the rule. Yes, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Rangers win. The Rangers take the win. Cue the I Like Texas music, baby. I think Seager is back. I really do think he is back. Big win, Brad. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thank you for hanging out today. Travis, I'm with you. Time to win and time to build some momentum. Let's do it. Let's do it. Jack Leiter on the mound tomorrow, correct? Leiter on the bump tomorrow. I know Texas is doing this thing where it's like, you know, no announcing the probable starter like too early. Let me turn off my iPad here. So, look, I think ESPN has Leiter as the guy. And I assume that it is going to be him. But if it's not, I don't know who they're going to go with. Hopefully Jack can bring it tomorrow and have another quality outing. He's been a little up and down. Jack has been a little up and down. So I absolutely think that we've got a puncher's chance, but Seattle just so good. And when you don't have all of your top guns out there, I mean, you got Evo coming back. DeGrom isn't pitching in this series. He's going to be pitching on Tuesday against Baltimore at home. So circle that one, Rangers fans. Go watch you some midweek baseball, some Jacob DeGrom on a Tuesday night. I always tell people when I lived in Arlington, and when I lived in Arlington, I was like, again, growing up, high school, college, it was one of my favorite things to do to go to midweek games because it just breaks up the work week. And especially when you got Jacob DeGrom going, it just feels like you're going like to a weekend game. I don't know. I just love going to those midweek, weeknight games. Of course, Wednesdays, you got to do the dollar hot dog night and all that good stuff. But, man, I would just highly recommend going out and watching Jacob DeGrom pitch on Tuesday night if you can. I did see Cole Drake got promoted to AAA. Lats could maybe get the start tomorrow. Okay. Jeremy, appreciate you. Yeah, I did see that that Cole Drake got promoted to AAA. And rightfully so. The dude has been dealing. Like, I could read you those numbers right now. Bro has been absolutely dealing in the minor leagues. I'll read you some of his stats while we're on the topic of Cole Drake here, and then we'll get into players of the game. We'll get a little bit into the matchup tomorrow, all that good stuff. So in the minors, 2.44 ERA for Cole Drake, 55 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, 0.98 whip. Hello. Opponents are hitting 164 off of him and only 22 walks in 55 innings pitched. So Cole Drake rightfully getting the call up to AAA. Rightfully getting that call up, man. John, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, man, that late inning drama once again. Bullpen nails, Rocker, pretty good. Well summarized. Isn't Dollar Hot Dog Night still Wednesday in Arlington? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. Emily, you left a little bit early. Overheated. Was the AC off or what was going on? Yeah, Zach, thank you. Dollar Hot Dog Night, man. About to say, if they took that away, why haven't y'all started rioting? If they took away Dollar Hot Dog Night, y'all got to start rioting in the streets right outside Globe Life. Can't take away Dollar Hot Dog Night. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, goodness. Yep. Hey, I am hopeful that the Rangers have a comeback in them. Not just in the wild card, but maybe in the division. I'm going to take this win right now, but I'm hopeful that Texas has a little comeback in them. Okay, you guys got there real early today for the bobblehead. Man, fun game. You had the Elvis Andrus ceremony. You had an extra inning affair. You had great pitching from Kumar Rocker. You had a Seager blast, a Simeon walk-off. Like, honestly, I don't feel like you get to go see a whole lot better baseball experience than what you got today, Rangers fans. You got to see some legends, some Rangers legends at the Elvis Andrus Hall of Fame ceremony. You got to see the best player on the team, Corey Seager, going deep. It's awesome, man. Thank you, Brian. Dollar Hot Dog Wednesdays are a staple in Arlington. Like I said, in college, man, y'all know how it is. Y'all probably, I know some of y'all are in college right now. This was like how I survived in college, especially in the summers coming back home. I didn't go to college in Texas, but I'd come back home and we'd hit up Dollar Hot Dog Night all the time, man. All the time. Dollar Hot Dog Night is a staple. Taking this series would be huge, Chase. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. Tomorrow's game's going to be tough, but if you could take this series, that is a huge statement. James, I'm with you. Love this team through and through. There's been a lot of ups and downs this season. We love this team. We love this team. Yep. G-Man, I'm with you. Watching Feliz in the debut. Elvis debut. I can remember the Ian Kinsler debut against Boston. I think Kurt Schilling was pitching in that Kinsler debut. Love it, man. The Hurtado brisket nachos, those go hard, man. I love the ballpark offerings that they've got it's crazy. Like when my wife and I were there for game 1 of the World Series, it's like there's so many choices. Like you can't decide. There's so much good food at the ballpark. You just lost to the 2021 free agency signings. Indeed. Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, baby. The legendary Joey Gallo debut. Joseph Nicholas Gallo. Man, look, obviously when Joey left Arlington, it didn't go so great for him. I'll always love Joey Gallo. Always will love Joey Gallo. G-Man, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the kind words. We are doing our best, grinding each day, trying to build up the channel as much as we possibly can. Never will forget Nomar Mazara for that blast, right? The longest home run. Is that in Rangers history, right? Longest home run in Rangers history from Nomar Mazara. Last night's sting does feel a little bit less rough after the win today, I will say. You feel like we should be up 2 right now and have wrapped up the series win, but we got to do it tomorrow. I'll take the opportunity. I will take the opportunity. Whataburger inside the ballpark is tough. Whataburger inside the ballpark does go hard, man, for sure. Yeah, in StatCast history, 505-foot bomb, man. You're just not going to beat that Mazara home run. This is going to date me a little bit, but do y'all remember like in the early days of MLB video games, like I'm going back to like the PS1, the original PlayStation, like in the early 2000s, you could like mash home runs on top of that roof out there in the old stadium. And I just thought to myself, man, this is awesome, but it's totally never going to happen. That Mazara home run, I feel like almost cliffed roof in that old stadium. Like, that was a blast, man. Absolute blast. You got to keep the red hats. I actually was really sweating this out, y'all, because I'm like, if they lose with the red hats, you're just not going to see them again anytime soon. MLB triple play, thank you. In the moment I was blanking, Brian, an MLB triple play on the original PlayStation, this is early 2000s, y'all, you could mash home runs. You could mash home runs at the ballpark on top of that right field roof. And I would always think to myself, no way you're ever going to be able to do that in real life. Felt like Mazara got about as close as you possibly could get. Yeah, look, they've held down the big dumper. John, thank you. That's a good point to bring out. You have pretty much held off, and I'm going to knock on wood, John. I'm going to knock on wood. I hope y'all can hear that. If you can't, trust that I did. Cal Raleigh has been at least somewhat limited in this series with his 1035 OPS. My goodness. I got to say, respect to Cal Raleigh. Dude is a baseball player, and that's putting it lightly. Dude is good behind the dish, and when I say good, I mean elite. Dude is good up at the plate, and when I say good, I mean, once again, elite. I've been very impressed with Cal Raleigh. Got no problem. Got absolutely zero problem that Bruce Bochy intentionally walked him 2 times yesterday. MLB 2K5. These are classics. By the way, last summer, I bought an old PS2, and I've got a couple of the old school MLB games on it. What? I'm trying to think. Oh, Barry Bonds. Remember how Barry Bonds didn't sign off on his naming rights and his name is like John Dowd or something weird in the game? I was playing that the other day. I bought like an old PS2. Actually, it got gifted to me by a friend of the family. And I'm like, sure, I'll take an old PS2. And I bought a couple of those MLB 2005, 2004. So much fun, man. So much fun. Retire the City Connect and bring back the OG red jersey. Well, they are retiring the City Connect, McJowers. I miss the red jerseys too. Look, I think that they're going to do a new type of City Connect, so I don't think that the red is going to replace City Connects at all. Like, MLB wants to make money. Like, they want to make money, and the Rangers want to make money with new gear. Like I told y'all a month ago, suckers like me, we're going to go out and buy the City Connect gear 100%. So, look, I get it. It's a business. I'm going to miss the City Connects from this year. I'll miss the Peagle. I know y'all don't see. There you go. Oh, there you guys go on TikTok. Y'all see the Peagle bobblehead back there. Going to miss the Peagle. Excited to see what they do. If the Rangers are smart, they'll announce the new City Connects in the offseason and make a super big deal out of it. Really, really hype it up. I miss the Reds too. I mean, y'all have seen me sporting the red hat. I saw this in a Lids. My wife and I and my kids, we were walking around. Like, this is crazy because there's not many malls anymore, but I live out in Vegas, so we actually do have some shopping malls out here because of all the tourists that come in town. Malls are like slowly dying out, I feel like, but we have a couple malls here. There's a Lids in one of the malls close by to our house, and I saw the red hat featured, this very hat you're seeing here. I was going to buy it, but Father's Day or like my birthday, something was coming up. Wife went out and bought it for me. I love the red hats. Love the red hats, man. 3-year cycles on the City Connects. Antonio, I'm with you. It is a little insane. It is a little insane, but like I'm kind of low-key here for it. Like, I love what the Rangers did with the first City Connect. It's going to be hard to follow up. I know some of y'all don't like the City Connects. We might have to agree to disagree. I love the City Connects. I'm a big fan. I really hope that they don't blow it with round 2 of the City Connects. McJower's 100% with you. 100% with you on that, my guy. Hey, hopefully we can get some fire City Connects next year. They bring back the red jerseys. That would be the dream. That would 100% be the dream. Yeah, I like the color scheme. I just do. I like it. You got the cream, you got the navy, and I just feel like Texas, they really did something solid with the Peagle. Like, you see a lot of boring City Connects. I like that we kind of swung for the fences a little bit, created a new mascot, and I just think that they did such an outstanding job. It's going to be hard to follow up. Man, Brian, I don't know if they'll ever do it. The comment on YouTube, this is actually, I think, a pretty nice idea. Brian's idea is basically like, could you do kind of an old school series and do a game out in the old ballpark? Like, I don't know, maybe you do like the Silver Boot or something like that. Maybe you play it at the beginning of the season when it's not crazy hot, and you do like an old school series. You do like a classic Silver Boot series in the old ballpark. That would be kind of fun. I don't know, though. Have they done too much with it? Have they modified it too much for football? I mean, is it pretty easy to still convert back to baseball? That's the only thing. Antonio, I'm with you on Wash, man. Prayers to him. I really hope it's nothing life-threatening, but, man, when you got to step away that quickly, I'm kind of thinking the worst. I really hope Wash is okay and it's nothing life-threatening. I hope we have not seen his last days coaching this game. He is an outstanding coach. Hated the circumstances that Wash had to leave the Rangers. Thought he was going to be a Rangers coach for a long, long time, man. I really did. And look, I think I think he probably, even if he was healthy, wouldn't have been able to make it today because of his obligations to the Angels. But, man, it would have been nice to have him at the stadium today for that Elvis Andrus retirement ceremony. I would say hard disagree, only because, Sal, I've been to the old ballpark when it's packed. Like, yeah, when the Rangers weren't doing well, the comment was basically like, let go of the old ballpark. People really didn't pack it out. Dude, you must not have ever experienced October baseball in the old ballpark. We could pack that out when the Rangers were a competitive team. That place would be packed. Yeah, in the summertime when we were like, kind of hit or miss, especially in the late 2010s, yeah, the stadium wasn't always full. But that was probably a little bit more product on the field than, the fans and the ballpark and it being hot. I remember me growing up in Arlington. Again, I did, upper elementary, middle school, high school, college before I moved out here to Vegas. If the team was good, people packed out that stadium. If the team was good, it was most likely packed. If the team wasn't good, of course, nobody was going to go watch 100 degrees with 95% humidity for a team that sucks. I mean, yeah, that's true for almost every team, though. Just is. It's true for almost every team. If you don't have a good on-field product, you're not going to pack the house. When the Rangers were good, I mean, I just made that video, This Day in Rangers History. For Lone Star, for the Lone Star Showdown Silver Boot Series, 2004, that old ballpark was packed for that Houston series. This is 2004. Some of y'all saw that video I put out, This Day in Rangers History. That was fun to watch some of those highlights. That stadium was packed. We keep going. The ball is flying 15 feet less than last year. John, YouTube comment basically commenting that that the ball is not flying well in Globe Life. I think it's the baseballs, right? That's kind of what we came to the conclusion of. It's the baseballs. The baseballs have a little bit higher seams on them, basically, which is creating a little bit more resistance when the ball's in the air. Makes sense. Look, I'm not a super scientific guy with the aerodynamics, but I wish that Manfred would stop messing with the baseball. Stop changing the manufacturer. They've changed the manufacturer of the ball a couple of different times. Quit messing with it. Leave the ball alone. Seriously. Yeah, I live in Vegas, Jordan. Been here for about 15 years. Love it here. Miss Arlington, miss Texas, but family, we love it out here. We got some family that have moved out here, so we've got a good setup here. Probably not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Awesome news that the A's are moving to Vegas. Now I get to watch Rangers baseball in my backyard. At least, 7 games probably right in my backyard here. Yeah, look, Cowboys are always going to be a little bit bigger than the Rangers. I'll just say that. They just are. I mean, let's not try and spin any other story. The Cowboys are a huge team, and they're always going to shadow over the Rangers a little bit. That being said, I think the Rangers have a really, really solid fan base. And when the team is good, Rangers fans show up. When the team is good, Rangers fans show up, man. They do. They do. Do I think we win tomorrow? I would say I'm cautiously optimistic that we are going to have a good game tomorrow. Jack is pretty up and down. And if Jack is the guy, you don't know completely what you're going to get. I hope that we get the sharp version tomorrow. The guy that commands the zone well. And a bunch of y'all have said it. You're going to be able to tell in the first couple innings tomorrow whether Jack has it or not. Within the first couple innings. Keep going. Yeah, Antonio, thank you, my guy. Thank you. I can't wait for the A's to get here, and then I get to watch 7, 8, whatever it is. I think it's 7 games away, 7 games home with the division rivals, isn't it? So I can't wait to watch a couple away series here. Rangers right in my backyard, man. I'm about probably with traffic, maybe 15 minutes at most from where the stadium's going to be. It's down on the strip, so maybe there's a little craziness down there, but look, it'll be well worth it. Be well worth it. I'm super pumped for Rangers baseball in Vegas, man. I have been out to the Aviators Park. We go almost every year. Look, it's a little crazy with the heat, and when you've got younger kids, that doesn't work out so well. Like, look, if I'm with my buddies and we got some cold beverages, I can deal with the heat and just sweat it out. When you got little kids that are getting hot and, whining a little bit, and baseball already with little kids sometimes doesn't make the best mixture. Staying still in your seat, it just doesn't always work out. So, look, we don't go to a ton of Aviators games. That being said, it's a beautiful ballpark. We go at least once or twice a year, and I always enjoy the experience. So I am pumped for the A Stadium. Pumped. Yeah, I think, Brian, you're onto something here. We're going back to the Josh Hamilton comments, how he basically said it's a football town, not a baseball town. I do think it was a little bit more geared in anger after he had left the team, right? I think that was like maybe when he came back for the first time or something. I'm glad things got smoothed over and he came back in 2015 and had a couple of big, nice moments at the end of his career. I think that was the right thing. But, Brian, I think you're onto something there. I really do, my guy. Who on the Rangers has underachieved and who has overachieved? Underachieved is going to be pretty easy. I think Jock Peterson is probably the number one guy you look to for underachievers. I mean, you could throw Marcus Semien in there. I know some people would throw Corey Seager in there. But I think the most underachievement probably goes to Jock Peterson at this point. I know a couple of you guys were asking about Jock. I think that he is totally without splint now, and he is going to focus on strengthening that hand. My guess is he's either going to be back for the Houston series, which would be right before the All-Star break, or they just give him until after the All-Star break. But I think he might make a return before the All-Star game, maybe for that last series against the Astros. That's my guess. And I think it's going to be the same. Maybe Spores will be pushed back to after the All-Star break. I could see them being patient with him. And I think John Gray is like mid to late July. We keep going. Appreciate all of y'all hanging out. Thank you so much for all the comments. I know a bunch of y'all on TikTok have followed. Thank you to all of my new followers. What are we up to? 6,000 likes? That's what's up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. All the support. And I want to say a special thank you to all of my paid members and subscribers on YouTube and TikTok as well. Thank you so much for the additional support. I started that up about a month ago. Clearly, you guys know, just hanging out with me after each game, watching, commenting, keeping the show fresh. We're more than grateful for that. But if you want to take your support of the channel and of me to the next level, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button right next to the chat. If you're in YouTube or X, I'm going to drop that link to become an official member of Right On Rangers. We'll get you access to our exclusive Right On Rangers Discord. Thank you, Brad. Brad's, by the way, I'm always going to mention this, man. You're my guy, the original first subscriber ever to the channel. And I just can't say thank you enough for your support, my guy. The Discord is awesome, man. We had some great times in the chat, man. During the game, look, after the games, it's definitely group therapy session for me sometimes. Like, I'm not alone. This team driving me nuts and then totally making my day with games like today. It's great. So consider it. Again, hit that subscribe button right next to the chat if you're on TikTok. And if you're on YouTube or X, I dropped that link for you. Copy and paste it into a browser of your choice. We'll get you into that Discord after the show, 100%. And then also, as the show gets bigger and bigger, definitely will prioritize paid members and subscribers in the comment section for sure. Thank you for considering, and thank you for your support of the show. It means a lot. Thank you for the gift, man. Thank you so much for that gift, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I think I sent you an invite. If you want to come hang out for a second, great. If not, no big deal. We should be going for a sweep tomorrow. Sure, hope so. Hey, what's up, my guy? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the gift.
Yeah, just like watching it live, just like, a fellow Rangers fan,
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. Look, I started this just wanting to hang out with Rangers fans, just wanting to have other people that I could enjoy this team with, and you're one of them, my guy. Thanks for being so generous.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. All right, y'all, let's keep things rolling. So we got a couple of different things, I think, to go through, a couple of different points that we can make. First of all, let's continue on. Let's talk about the pitching matchup for tomorrow. I think that Jack Leiter definitely is going to be looking to rebound off of a couple of starts, couple of really interesting starts for him. Up and down, he definitely has been really, really good at times. But you've also seen Jack have some off nights as well. And so I think you've got to see a little bit of a better performance from him tomorrow, getting back on track, controlling the strike zone. That's going to be the thing that I look at more than anything. Can we get controlling the strike zone in? That would be huge. That would be absolutely huge. Can we get the strike zone controlled? That, to me, is what Jack is going to need to unlock. So I absolutely am looking to see first, second inning. Can he just control the zone? You are going to see a really good outing from him if that can happen. Really good outing from him. We keep going. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging. Appreciate you guys. Prior to the injury, he was looking good. Was it, what was it with him? Wasn't hand, was it? Was that Latz who had like the hand injury? Was that Latz that had the hand injury? I don't know. Man, that to me, there is something to that. I remember he had some kind of issue he was dealing with. And then after that, it felt like he was a little bit off. Winning this series would be huge. I'm totally with you on that. Winning this series would be huge for this club. Absolutely huge. Thank you guys for all the comments. We're going to keep things fresh going through the game for tomorrow. We talked a little bit about Leiter. I'm going to go to the preview, see if we can get some numbers for and against. Yes, sir, we did get the win today. Good to get back on track. Real good to get back on track. Tomorrow, we got, let's see what the start time is. Early for me, I believe. Yeah, 11:35 start for me tomorrow. Okay, then. 1:35 start for you guys. Leiter is announced. Arozarena 2 for 6 against Jack. 2 for 6. Crawford 2 for 7. Miles Mastroboni 0 for 2. Polanco 2 for 7 against probable starter Jack Leiter. Cal Raleigh has done some damage against Jack Leiter. I don't know if Cal is the guy you want to be pitching to, man. Cal has 2 bombs, 2 hits, and both of them were home runs. Both of them were home runs, man. So you also got Luke Raley with a homer. J-Rod has 2 homers off Jack Leiter. So Raleigh, and J-Rod. Look out for those guys because you have got Jack Leiter giving up home runs, 5 home runs to those 3 guys combined. Hey, Rangers 1572, what's good? Kumar was awesome that start. He rocked it, 100%. But Hobie Milner, by the way, can I talk about Hobie Milner for a second? Hobie Milner should be an all-star. Hobie Milner should be an all-star. Got to give him some love. I meant to mention him earlier in the show. Bro has a 194 ERA. Can we get Hobie Milner to the all-star game? Please? Like, seriously. Will they have a rehab assignment for Wyatt when he comes back? I don't know if they will, Natalie. I really don't know if they will do a rehab assignment because I think at this point, they've kind of showed their cards. Like, you're not seeing them rehab any guys that have been short-term injuries. You're seeing them pretty much throw them right back in the fire. So I'm not so sure that they're going to send Wyatt on a rehab assignment. I think he did a rehab assignment last year, though, didn't he? Remember when he went down like in May or June in that Kansas City series? Felt like he did do a rehab assignment after that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, if y'all remember. July 5th for Wyatt. There you go. July 5th for Berger. So we'll see. I think Wyatt, hard chug, I could see it. Hey, Locke, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. DM me after the show, and I'll get you access to that Discord. Thank you for subscribing. Very generous of you, man. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Would love to have you in the Discord, man. So DM me after the show. I'll get you the link, and we'll get you in right away, brother. Appreciate you so much. Thank you again. Anybody else generous enough to consider that subscription right next to the chat? Hit that subscribe button. $2.99 a month. I hear it's well worth the price of admission. Appreciate you considering. And again, if you're in YouTube, that link. I already posted it one time. I will post it again for anybody that wants it in YouTube or X that's hanging out. Discord's awesome. McJowers, appreciate you. Appreciate you plugging it. Again, I'm not just saying it. We got real people saying it's a great time. It's a really solid community we're building. So I'd love for you to be a part of it. Thank you for considering subscribing to the channel. Helps me keep the lights on around here. It just goes to support me making this a full-time gig. One day, that is the dream, y'all. And just continuing to grow this into more than just a reaction page, more than just a live show, growing this into a real, legitimate voice in Rangers baseball. I'd like to think we're already kind of getting there. But you know what? Every little bit of support helps. And I just really appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's keep going. All-Stars, DeGrom and Milner. That makes sense. I'd like to say that Josh Smith should be in consideration, but I think he kind of got jobbed with the outfielder designation. They made Josh Smith an outfielder. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Josh Smith, to me, probably doesn't have quite as good a numbers as needed to be an All-Star. I think Hobie Milner 100% needs to be at the All-Star game. Maybe he would be a reserve. Although I almost wonder if they're going to give the nod to Corey Seager before they give it to Milner. Or excuse me, before they give it to Josh Smith. I think Milner should be there 100%. But I wonder if they would go Corey Seager before Josh Smith. Just because Seager made it to the second rounds. We'll see what happens. What do you do with the young guys when some of the hitters start coming back? It's going to be tough, man. Like, what are you going to do with Berger? What are you going to do with Josh Young? I know Josh Young had a hit today. And so all the Josh Young truthers are probably going to be saying, like, leave him alone. I don't know. It's going to be really, really tough. You got Langford. I think he's going to replace Osuna. I can't see Osuna, taking away anything from Wyatt Langford or Evan Carter or Adolis Garcia. So I'd imagine Osuna is probably going to get the heave-ho to the bench. I think you've got to consider Josh Smith over Josh Young at third base if you are set on bringing back Jake Berger. If you're not set on bringing back Jake Berger, then maybe you continue to give Josh Smith reps at first base. Maybe against lefties, you allow Josh Young or Jake Berger to play, but I almost wonder if Josh Young or Jake Berger is going to find themselves sitting against righties a little bit. I think they like him, B. Deddy. I think they like him as well. I wonder, though, if you're going to see some platooning going on with either Josh Young or Jake Berger when there's a right-hander on the mound. Obviously, they like to move Josh Smith down in the order a little bit when there's a lefty or give him a day off. I could see them potentially still sitting Josh Smith here and there or moving him down in the order against lefties. But, Josh Young's great against lefties in his career. I kind of wonder if you see the struggles continue for Josh Young, might they consider starting him more against lefties and potentially sitting him against righties? Simple Man, appreciate the follow. Thank you, my guy. A Mariners fan told me they own us yesterday. Wonder what makes them think that. Well, they played well against us. We said it on the show last night. Look, it's been a little bit of a house of horrors playing against Northwest teams. I feel like we never play great against the A's. Feel like we never play great against the Giants. I feel like we never play great against Seattle. I'd love to win a series this weekend, but I'm not saying it's totally out of left field. I don't think it's totally out of left field. Hey, Antonio, appreciate the sub, man. Thank you so much. Bro, I appreciate you. Means a lot. Thank you. DM me after the show. It's going to be awesome having you in the Discord, man. Going to be freaking awesome. Love it. Thank you for becoming a subscriber, man. Thank you so much. We got some generous people in the chat today, man. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you. I don't take anything like that for granted. Please make sure to DM me. It was about time. Now, look, we've got, I want to say, 25 to 30 people in the Discord right now. So, look, it's not getting to those crazy levels where it's just going off left and right. But I will say it is a very, very solid group of people we got. And we're adding to it. We got 2 new people today subscribing on TikTok. It's great stuff. Great to do it right after a win as well. Puts the cherry on top. Love that. Love that, love that. And we got a bunch of people following today too. Jordan, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you so much. Somebody says on YouTube, hey, Pastor, bring back the Creed in the locker room. Maybe they haven't stopped playing it. I just don't know how you drop something like that. They've got so many guys still from 2023. How do you just stop playing Creed? You got to keep playing Creed. Maybe it's just not as prominent of a focus today. That's what I'm guessing. Mariners are scared of Seager. Obvious at this point. Yeah, I mean, 2 home runs back to back will do that to you. Well, the thing was, once Munoz threw the wild pitch and there was the base open, I just knew they're not pitching to Corey. They're not giving Corey an opportunity to win this game. I'm a little shocked they didn't just put up the 4, man. Like, I did not see them pitching to Seags at all once the runners got to second and third. McJowers, it's been a while. That's the best you're going to get out of me from my singing voice, man. It has been a while. It's been a while since the Rangers have just consistently been over 500. Really, really in a good groove. I am hoping to see them just continue to stack these series wins. Somebody said it best on X, and I wish I could give them credit. But like, have you ever seen a stretch like this where the Rangers win 5 out of 6 series, and tomorrow they have an opportunity to win 6 out of 7 series? Rangers have won 5 of their last 6 series. They could win 6 of their last 7 if they win tomorrow. And it just doesn't even feel like it. Does it feel like we've won 5 of the last 6 series? Doesn't feel like it to me. But here we are on the precipice of winning 6 of 7. Baseball, right? Am I right? Baseball is a crazy game. It just doesn't feel like at all we are in that kind of groove, but we are. We are. It's the offense. It really is. Question here, B-Daddy. Do I like Higgy? Not a huge fan. I'm not a big-time fan of what I'm seeing from Higgy. I like Higgy, the player. I would love for Higgy to work out, but I'm not seeing it right now. I'm not seeing it. It is not looking like a very good signing right now. At all. At all. It does feel like we're below average. But again, numbers don't lie. The results don't lie. We've won 5 of 6, and we could, with a win tomorrow, have won 6 of our last 7 series. Make it make sense. I think it is the offense just bringing down the vibes at times. And that Kansas City series was just a complete stinker, man. That Kansas City series just sucked. I really feel like that KC series is what makes it feel the way that it does. That Kansas City series just sucked. Getting swept at home by a team coming in on a 6-game losing streak. Ugh. 5 of 7 is great too. Hey, Kane, you were at the game? That's what's up. Good game to go to, man. Really, last night was a great game too, but you just don't get the win, so it doesn't feel awesome. But last night was a great game too. Hey, we got the Orioles coming to town on Tuesday. And in that Orioles series, you're going to see DeGrom and Evo. There's no excuse to not win that Orioles series at home. No excuse. And then we go to San Diego, right, for that weekend series. I'll be there. And look, by the way, for that San Diego series, just trying to let everybody know as much as I can, probably won't be doing our typical lives. We'll be out of town, little family vacay. But also, I'll probably do one very short live from the stadium. So y'all can have some fun with me when I'm at the game. Hopefully it'll be after a win. But I'll let y'all know the game that it'll be. And we'll do maybe a real quick 10 to 15 minute. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream. That's the thing, right? Because I got TikTok on the phone. I got YouTube. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to go multi-stream or not. Maybe I'll have to bring like a second phone or something, or I'll have to like steal my wife's and we'll just have to go like dual phone. I don't know. We'll have to make it happen. It's going to be fun though. But Orioles and then Padres and then Angels and then Astros, I believe is how it sets up. When do the Yankees come to town? I'm not sure about the Yankees coming to town. John, that's a really good comp. The KC series felt like that Colorado series in May when we went to Coors Field and got swept. Oof. Brian, good point. Brian's point from YouTube is we were losing ground to the Astros because the Astros were playing so well, so it did make it feel that way too. I'm with you. Rangers are 12-7. Gio, what's up, my guy? 12-7 since they reached their low point of 29-35. That's how you respond. You get kicked down. That's how you respond. Yeah, well, Judge, of course, B. Deddy with the, I call it infamous 60-second home run in Arlington. Did y'all hear, by the way, that people kept stealing that plaque that was placed by the Rangers where Judge hit the 60-second home run? Come on, man. Well, first of all, I think they should have just cemented it into the ground. Like, don't do the plaque. Just take out a piece of cement and do something cool with the cement. I don't think that you needed to do a plaque there. It's just asking to be taken. But yeah, people kept stealing that Judge 60-second home run plaque that the Texas Rangers placed in the spot in the ballpark where he hit it. So I think we're always going to remember Aaron Judge for that. By the way, trivia. Who gave up Aaron Judge's 60-second home run? Who was it? I'm going to look it up right now. I should know this, but I don't. Who was it that gave up the 60-second home run? Do y'all know? Can y'all remember? Let me see if I can get it. Garabito? No. But in the same vein, it wasn't Pennington. It was not Pennington. It was a reliever. I believe a reliever. I'm only saying believe because he might have done some opening, so technically a starter. It wasn't Urena. It was, drumroll, Jesus Tinoco. Tinoco in the 2022 season. Y'all remember Jesus Tinoco? What is Jesus Tinoco doing right now? He's not in the Rangers organization. What the heck is Tinoco doing right now? He's on the Marlins. Tinoco is on the Marlins right now. And he's got a 5.12 ERA. That clears. Look, I'm not trying to be a hater on Tinoco, but that clears. He most recently pitched on June 2nd. So did he get moved to like the minor leagues or something? They placed him on the 15-day injured list with a right forearm strain. Okay, so he's on the IL right now, but he's pitched almost 7 innings with the Marlins up to this point. Okay, Jesus Tinoco, deep cut for you guys. Deep cut for you guys there. Look, let's see. I closed it out already. I'll try and go back to the history right now on what Tinoco did as a Texas Ranger. But I don't think the numbers are going to be awesome. And by the way, we're going to wrap up the show here pretty quickly, but we'll go back in history here for a second. All right, so Tinoco career splits. Career splits with the Rangers. Tinoco, what did he do with us? Come on now. The ERA. Baseball Ref will tell you everything. I just want to see what he did. Overview. There we go. Overview. Okay, with the Rangers in 2022, ERA was. Am I reading this right? He was actually low-key really good. 2.18 ERA. What? Dude had a 2.18 ERA for us. That's crazy. Jesus Tinoco, I was not familiar with your Texas Rangers career. Jeez. I know you gave up the home run to Aaron Judge, but dude, 2.18 ERA in 17 games? Respectable. He started 2 games, and he pitched 15 relief appearances. Crazy, right? Jesus Tinoco. There you go. All right, what's going on around the league? We got to wrap up the show with the little AL West roundup. I'll recap everything at the end, and then we're going to sign off. Houston is losing to Chicago 1-0. Go Cubbies. Go Cubbies, go. The A's beat the Yankees 7-0 in the Bronx. Hello. And let's see. The Angels. What are the Angels doing? Maybe they're not playing quite yet today. Angels are playing tonight at 8:38 Texas time, hosting Nate Lowe and the Nationals. Yeah, 2022 was not a great season. Not a great season. All right, so hopefully Cubs can pull it out. Looking at the standings right now, in the AL West, the Rangers are now 8.5 games back of the Astros. With an Astros loss, they would go up to 8 games. They are 1.5 games back of the wild card, 1.5 game out of a playoff spot. We also better look at how some of the teams ahead of us in the wild card are doing. So teams ahead of us in the wild card, the Mariners, obviously. So this is a big win. You're now 1.5 games back of Seattle. You've got the Blue Jays and the Rays ahead of you. They are even with the Guardians, the Angels, and they are 1/2 game ahead of the Boston Red Sox, a full game ahead of the Minnesota Twins, and 2 games ahead of the Royals. So you've really got, at this point, Mariners, Jays, and Rays ahead of you. Mariners, Jays, and Rays, 1.5 games back. Let's see what the Jays are doing right now. Appreciate the gift, by the way, Locke. Thank you so much. The Rays won 11-3, so that still stands, still checks out. The Twins lost 10-5 today. Blue Jays lost 15-1 today. My goodness. So that actually was all accurate. 1.5 games back of those clubs. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Let's clear everything up. Let's wrap up the show today. So I think you got to give player of the game. Can we do like co-players of the game? Offensively, I think you got to go Corey Seager. And I think you got to go Marcus Semien. I feel like you got to go co-players offensively. Seager with the 2-run blast. He homers in consecutive games, I think for the first time this season. And then I think on the pitching side, clearly you go Rocker. I mean, look, quality start. He's up there. Rocker, outstanding. And then the bullpen, look, you had Milner coming in. Bullpen didn't give up a single run. So really, you could go with a number of different angles pitching-wise. Rocker, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. Really one of his better starts. ERA is still not looking awesome at 6.13, but look, really one of Rocker's probably best outings of his career considering the opponent. He's pitched well against Seattle. He made his major league debut against the Mariners. He starts against them again today. His numbers against Seattle are pretty good. He had a little bit of a rough start earlier in the year, but a nice bounce back today. And then, of course, Milner goes an inning and a third. 1.94 ERA. Like I said, get this man to the All-Star game. Chris Martin gives up a hit and also gets a strikeout. Robert Garcia, Sean Armstrong. Armstrong, man, I think it's especially impressive from Armstrong because he pitches with the ghost runner on second. And by the way, the other thing with the ghost, some people say zombie runner, ghost runner. I just love it. I like it better. I don't like the zombie runner thing. I don't know. I know we're arguing little things at this point. Ghost runner. I don't know. For me, it's equally impressive when you have the ghost runner on second base. Even more impressive. I shouldn't say equally. Even more impressive when you can throw up a 0 and you got that ghost runner on second base. Look, that is true. You win without scoring 4 runs. It's impressive. It's always been Ghost Runner. Thank you, B Daddy. It's always been Ghost Runner. I see a few Rangers people saying Zombie Runner. What are we doing? I mean, Zombie Runner. Come on now. Y'all tell me what you say, but I'm Ghost Runner all the way. I need to make this like a poll or something, like Ghost Runner or Zombie Runner. Like for me, it's Ghost all the way. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and let's wrap this thing up. Rangers win 3-2 in extra innings thanks to a walk-off hit by Marcus Semien. It's been a great show today. Kumar Rocker throws a quality start. The bullpen shoves per usual. Corey Seager homers in back-to-back games. We've got Jack Leiter on the bump tomorrow. And by the way, on the Seattle side of things, for tomorrow's 1:35 start, let's see, who do they have pitching? They have got Castillo throwing tomorrow. And we won't read you all of the numbers against Castillo, but I will say Jonah Heim, 3 for 7 against Castillo lifetime. Higgy is 2 for 5 with a homer. Josh Smith is 3 for 7 with a homer. Marcus Semien is 4 for 16, 250 average with a homer. So you've got some guys that have hit well against Castillo. Hey, Antonio and Locke, appreciate you guys subscribing once again. Thank you so much. And I also want to say, please make sure to DM after the show. I want to get you guys in the Discord. Look, any support we appreciate. Just watching the show with me, hanging out, that means the world. The comments, the likes, the follows, all of y'all that have shared the live. I appreciate you guys so much. It means a lot. Owen, yes, DeGrom is the best pitcher in the bigs. Full stop. Best pitcher in the bigs is Jacob DeGrom. I will fight that one to the death. Don't give me Tarek Skubal. Don't come at me with Hunter Brown. It's Jacob DeGrom. Best pitcher in the big leagues. Yes, he's better than Skubal. Tarek Skubal has been good for 2 seasons. Jacob DeGrom has been good for 12. It's not close. And he's got better numbers than than Tarek Skubal this year as well. Better ERA. DeGrom's been doing it for years. DeGrom also has been elite in the postseason. He's got 5 postseason starts. He's 4-1 with the 2.90 ERA. Dude has a sub 250 ERA for his career. There's the pedigree, there's the history, and oh yeah, there's the 2025 season where he's absolutely dominating. I mean, there's not a lot to poke holes in the argument. 2.08 ERA at 37 years old. Owen, look, you can speak the negative words into existence if you want. I think the Rangers are doing a great job keeping him healthy. I think DeGrom is the best pitcher in baseball. Hunter Brown, you've been good for 12 or 13 starts, and the Rangers beat you. Tarek Skubal, you've been good for 2 seasons, and I'll still take Jacob DeGrom over Tarek Skubal in a do-or-die game any day. Max Fried, dude just got beat by the Orioles. Oh, yeah, the team that Jacob DeGrom basically no hit. Look, who else could we say? Who else could we throw in the mix? Paul Skeens, it's not his fault, but the dude hasn't played any meaningful baseball games. Pirates are terrible. I'm taking Jacob DeGrom. And I will die on that hill. I will fight DeGrom, best pitcher in baseball, with anybody to the death. Look, if Jacob DeGrom, got hurt during the season, I think that a lot of us wouldn't be absolutely shocked, but he's not been hurt. He's been healthy. He's been really, really good. It wouldn't surprise me if the Rangers had to skip a start here or there this year. I'll take that, though. I'll take that. I said at the beginning of the year, I think DeGrom is going to be healthy and have a really, really good season. I would love to see DeGrom in the postseason. Don't let, and I've said this, and it's so true. It's not a hot take. It's not me being hype guy. Don't let the Rangers get to the postseason. Don't let Texas get to the postseason. If Texas gets to the postseason, they are going to throw the nastiest 1-2 punch at you in the game of baseball. Jacob deGrom, and then Nate Eovaldi. Don't let Texas get to the postseason. All right, y'all. Let me end on that note. All right, maybe a video coming your way either late tonight or early tomorrow before game time. A lot of different content to choose from. But at this point, we're going to sign off. Appreciate all y'all. Antonio, Lott, DM me after the show. We'll get you in the Discord. Thank you for everybody that has so generously commented, followed, liked, shared, and of course, become a paid member or subscriber. Appreciate all y'all. Great win today. Hopefully we get the series win tomorrow. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.